Right? The end and the beginning. This is something a few days, 2 nights ago or something. Before I sleep, I was in my bed and I was, as usually, composing in my head. But I'm not exactly a musician. I studied for a few months guitar. I had no time for this. My life was working. Just I love music, and maybe one day I compose something. I hope this is one of those things I want. We'll see. So, of course, this video is not exactly about that idea, that project, but it's about that. So, the end. I already talked about many things. The end of times, and that it's already passed, and the end of the system. Well, yeah, it's already done. But anyways, in practice, it's basically for just a few days. It's something that is going to happen, and people need to prepare themselves. Doesn't matter who. Everybody is in a different situation, but this is something to understand and assume and take each one their own situation and lead with it. So what is in stake, of course, this is about everything. It's about for instance, spirituality. People think that is about religion. That is a big mistake, but I will back with this. It's about everything. It's about religion, it's about politics, it's about economics, justice, everything. So everything is going to change. And of course, this brings the other thing, which is the beginning, the new situation, the new thing, the new reality. And you can see this is going to mix, this is going to shake, this is going to put many things in cause, many interests, many wills, many, you see, the great turbulence is right here. So prepare yourself. And doesn't matter now we can see, I don't know, I can say this is of course for the better, but that is out of question because people don't get it. People will see things that many people will see things that won't like it. At least at that moment, and then it will be really difficult to them to accept because they are basically the ones are still stick with the system, and they don't know, they don't care, they don't, you see, they don't want to change, but they will have to change. So things are going to be a bit shaken. We'll see how things will be. Doesn't matter now create any expectation, but I have to point things. As I mentioned the composition, I can say, for instance, the change has to do with the reality that has to do with a human being, which is spiritual, and in general, for instance, can say about energy, increasing energy, healing, and so on. Now, anyways, let's see things in another perspective, because things are not easy and will be not easy for basically for everyone. Some are, I can say, prepared, some, but many people will struggle somehow with some situation. And I again point the real base of the problem, which is what creates the satanic system, which is the belief state. I've been talking about this as well. Belief state, you can think of, make a belief. So this has to do with everything. Basically, is the representative system. But you see, people don't get it. If they don't think in that way, how they can think? They don't know. You see, this is not going to be easy, of course, but now the base is around, of course, the idea of spirituality, because this has to do with human being, which is a spiritual being. Now, of course, they create religions, and many people think that is normal, that is spirituality. Oh boy. So, God, not creator, God. What is God? Creator. And what is creator? Well, so that entity, that thing, creator, write a book to give the children there to, and of course they don't know how to read. Well, again, a problem. Oh, you see, so a book is a kind of instructions how to use this life, how to live. So things are not exactly like that. And what book? Of course, you want one only religion, satanic, of course. You see, so you want think in some way, and that's it. Think. See, this is the base of problem. And then we have the politics, the same thing. You see, same thing. Doctrine, same thing. Some shit to be believed and defend is the truth. See? So, in this case, of course, in religion, the evil, the devil, doesn't matter, the fantasy they invent. It's the same thing, the evil. In the politics, the same thing, the evil is something that is being created. First, creating the situation to explore and create what demands the agenda, which is liberalism is the best, so communism is, you see, but there is the battle, so the duality, left, right, and then what they wanted was create the deception on the liberalism to take over under the idea of communism, not always the same scheme. So I see always the doctrine, always. So something to be believed, accepted, and obeyed. You see? The scheme doesn't matter if it's religious, politics, scientific. Yeah, the same thing. Everything. In education, everything serves the same shit, same agenda. And now, let's see, in science, the same thing. Like in religion, you cannot understand, but you should work on it, because what is in stake, it's always consciousness, which means to be aware. That is what is in stake. Not belief. Belief is the opposite, is not knowing, and is to be not knowing, is to be believed. See, this is insanity. Insanity. Now, what matters when we don't know is another thing, is faith, which has nothing to do with doctrines. Faith has to do with a matter of logic and intuition to formulate the thinking, which is demands in what we call rational thinking, where people put question because want to know, put possibilities because want to know. You see, there is no other way. Realizing is this way. There is no other way. And science is the same thing. So, it doesn't matter if it's in religion or not. People in science is the same thing. People with that way of thinking, where we can see people always trying to create some theory about something, to try to sell the theory, defending the theory that is the truth. You see, always this. And so people need to understand this. What is in stake is not only, for instance, the matter, where we can perceive things, experiment things in matter world, explain things in a certain order to understand logically. But then there is more. There is the other part, which is intuition, which leads us into other world to complete the cycle, where is this another reality, like the angels and guardians and so on. You see, people are always trying to explain things. Doesn't matter if it's in the spiritual realm or scientific. Always falling the same mistake, like that illusion created, served by NASA, Satan. You see, the idea of universe, galaxies, and so on. You see, people have no idea what's the world they live in. Like the sun and moon that circulates here around 40 kilometers. People think this is, I don't know, millions of kilometers from Earth and so on. You see, like planets are not that image they serve as. Like Earth, oh, it's round like a sphere, like they show us, like a ball, a sphere, round. And then they say it's not round, it's more like an egg. Then the other guy says, well, it's more like a pear. They mock on us. It's insane. Well, you see, so everything is going to change. People need to wake up, really. I know many people are awakened, but even though are people thinking how beware. So everything is going to change, everything. And of course for the better, but and I'm not going to explain details like I want to put in describe in terms of music. It's different. Like imagine crescendo in energy. Imagine like an explosion. And that transform completely Mother Earth. it's difficult to put things. People is going, like it or not, is going to realize. But be prepared and open, because there is no other way. And this is our way, human way. So, just to remind you, the way is paradise. And to be established by social contracts. So, this is the only way to create and defend paradise. And it's out of question to discuss. This is not a matter of discussion. This is not a matter of doctrine, ideology, So this has to do with the human superior interest that is to be understood, realized. So, again, keep well, till next one.